hate it, the 2011 budget is now behind us. So how about 2012? We went to the United States Senate to find out. We spoke to one of the Gang of Six, a bipartisan group of senators working on the 2012 budget. Republican Senator Tom Coburn goes on the record. Senator, nice to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Senator Alan Simpson of the Debt Commission has recently been quoted as saying, "Pray for the Gang of Six." You're part of the Gang of Six. I guess he thinks you have a big task.
Well, I'll take prayer anytime I can get it. That's number one. Look, the task is all our task, and that's what was so disappointing about the president's speech yesterday. Leadership would say you describe the problem to the American people and bring us together to solve it, because that's when America excels. When we're together, we identify what the problem is. And instead, he passed that opportunity up to engage the American people on the severity of the problem and the urgency of the problem, and made a political speech. And I was truly disappointed in it.
How far or how close are you in terms of the Gang of Six coming up with a plan?
We're pretty far along, but you know, it's not agreed to till it's all agreed to, and we have some tough issues to still work on. But other than that, that's kind of the max detail I'll go into it, because we can't negotiate it through the media. But the fact is that you got three senators on each side, all of them diverse, that recognize the problem. And we've all been willing to take the heat that's coming with this, because everybody, you know, if we come up with a plan that everybody hates, it's going to be a great plan, because that means we will have gored everybody's ox in terms of getting out of this problem. And that's what's going to take. We have very short, in my opinion, and I think if you were to really get the Secretary-Treasurer, the Secretary of the Treasury to speak with you off the record, he'd tell you he's worried. And he should be, because the Congress is not doing what is necessary. And we saw the IMF this week said, you're not doing what's necessary to establish confidence in your debt. I mean, that's what IMF told America this week.
So, but we had the Debt Commission, and I realize it's Congress's job, but the Debt Commission, they worked really hard. That was bipartisan. They voted. They didn't get the right votes, and that was sort of rejected, and like it's next. I mean, have we abandoned what the Debt Commission did, all their hard work?
No, I don't think we need to. Look, nobody's going to get their way on solving this problem, but we have to put out there, we have to solve the problem. So everybody's got to take a look in the mirror and say, you can't get everything you want. What can you do that's best for the country? Not what's best for a particular party or what's best for a re-election for somebody. What's best for our country? And how do we pull the consensus in the country to recognize how big and dangerous this problem is, so we can have a consensus in Washington that allows us to solve it?
Is President Obama going to lead? Do you have that sense? I know that you have unhappiness with his speech yesterday in terms of leading, but do you have confidence he is going to lead?
Well, I don't know. My hope he's coming to the table really late on this issue. He put out a budget that totally ignored this issue. So I'm happy he's at the table. But, you know, I've been through what he's proposed to do, and it won't work, and it doesn't work. 80% of the budget is the three programs he says he doesn't want to significantly touch. Well, we can't get out of the problem unless we fix Medicare, unless we fix Medicaid, unless we create long-term solvency for Social Security. We can't get out of it. So, you know, it was a political speech that said, I'm going to protect these programs, but the very programs he wants to protect are going to go down the tubes if we don't make major changes.
But then, of course, you've got three Democrats on the Gang of Six. Are they going to go President Obama's way, or are they going to meet you halfway?
Well, I don't know. And again, those negotiations are tough. They're hard. They're open and honest, you know, about what we need and what we have to get and what we need to try to do for the country. The focus isn't about President Obama, and it isn't about the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It's about the American people, and how do we solve a problem and bring that forward.
One last question. When can we anticipate the Gang of Six product?
I don't have any idea.
Weeks, days?
Oh, it's weeks. It's weeks, yeah.
Senator, thanks, sir.
Good to be with you, Greta.
Nice to see you. Well, it isn't just some Republicans who don't like the 2011 budget. Some Democrats